All right. Hello, everybody. We have John Harbaugh on deck. We're going to watch his press conference. We're going to see what he's saying, see what he's not saying, and get to the truth.
I want to pay our respects to Billy Ray Smith and his family. We're going to be wearing a BR sticker on our helmet today and tomorrow for one of the great competitors in Charger history, without question, and great guy and icon here in Southern California and San Diego, and condolences to his family.
He was a great linebacker for the Chargers back in the day.
You know, how important is the first day in pads for determining where you guys are at?
Yeah, it's just part of the process. Feels good, for players to have the armor on, and it's an important step we're making today.
One thing I like about Jim Harbaugh is he's one of the more awkward head coaches. A lot of them are like decent speakers, really down to earth. Jim Harbaugh reminds me of like a random guy that would be in my office that I work with at work, who's just a little technical, likes being in his own world, but he's a great coach.
Participating in team drills today?
Expected to, and we'll see how individual goes, but that's the expectation.
He's also not going to give us a lot to work with here.
Has something changed with the situation that he'll participate in team?
Yeah, the ramp up. Been progressing.
Okay. So this whole thing has just been a ramp up with Thule?
Yeah.
He's like, what else would it be?
I don't know for sure where it's at. That's if I knew for sure, then I would say for sure.
And I can't say his name, but they're talking about Thule, the linebacker here.
What's your
You know something I don't know, Chris? You got
Oh no.
you get that. Get that look like you do. Let me know if you do, because I don't know for sure.
It's been mysterious.
I don't know for sure.
Seems like none of us
with
know.
anybody,
If anybody would know, you would know. That's why I'm asking.
No, that's
I
not
don't
true.
know.
That's not true.
Well, you wouldn't know.
Am I in somebody's body? Am I a doctor? I've got a lot of things that hang on my wall, but a medical degree is not one of them.
Ooh. Move on.
With Pat's coach, we've talked to a bunch of players talking about how excited they are. In terms of, I think you've talked about working harder and smarter. Is there any concern to hold them back first day of pads? Do you have to have a talk, them coming firing out of the gate with the armor on?
Yeah, ramp up. It's kind of the word we've used. To use that analogy. It's like, getting on the highway. And we got some Bugattis. That's the best car I can think of right off the hand. You got to get on. You got to merge in, and before you can get to the fast lane, you got to merge into traffic. And I'd say we're on the highway. But we're still in the far right lane, and we'll work our way to the fast lane.
Talk about a great analogy. I love that. That was good.
There's been a spotlight on the interior of your offensive line.
Yeah.
Now that you do get to pads, how curious are you about how that is going to shape up, and where is it right now, would you say, in terms of that evaluation?
Yeah, we could. That's a great question, and there's a lot of really good candidates. I'd say Yodi right now. He's been probably the most consistent guy there, and probably could even say in the lead. Trey Pickens, as I said before, I think he's one of our top 5 guys. We really think he could play and be really good starting left guard. Also for the what's best for the team will determine that, but tremendous asset as a tackle and a swing tackle. Trevor Penning got a little behind with the hamstring in OTAs, but he's coming on strong. Jake Slater is way ahead of schedule, and every single day, you see the technique, you see the understanding of what he's doing, and the talent and the ability to be, probably in the mix there, he's in the mix to start there at left guard. And the most exciting thing, Branson Taylor now has asserted himself as a possible starting left guard. He's playing 4 positions, and it bodes well for us. It's all positive, but excited now to be in pads to take that next step, and that'll become clear to everybody. But feeling really optimistic, about that. About the offensive line, 4 really, starters that are cemented right now at left tackle, right guard, and center, and those willing and able candidates, to be that starting left guard.
Interesting. He gave us, and I've been calling him John. It's Jim. It's Jim. I know it's Jim. I'm curious, how are y'all, like Chargers fans, feeling about the offensive line? I feel like y'all know more than anybody how important your offensive line is, because your season starts off great, and then sometimes someone goes down, even though last year y'all lost someone even in the preseason. But y'all know how important that offensive line is. How are y'all feeling about it this year? It's interesting. He pretty much named every single possible body for that left guard spot, and I think he's just telling the truth. It's going to be who rises to the occasion and who's healthy. The other 4 spots are really solid, but this is the question mark, so we got to figure it out. I've always liked Jake Slater in that spot, but hey, we'll see who steps up.
How important is it to build position flexibility with what you experienced in terms of injuries last year, to have those guys be able to bounce around and just have good depth 1 through 10 or 1 through 11 or however many you decide to keep?
Yeah, I mean, it's very important.
Yeah.
And something that we are building, really knowing how important it is, high focus on it. Critical to us, and Butch is doing a great job. As I said, there's numerous guys with guard, tackle flexibility, and we got two for one with center guard, one's a pure center, and the other's a pure center. So, but we got a good amount of flexibility there.
Is there an ideal timeline for you to try to get that settled, to get more reps for who you think is going to be the starter, to create that chemistry? Can you think of like a certain date that you'd like to get that figured out by, or does that not matter?
Yeah, I mean, in the next 9 to 12 practices. It was 10 to 13 a couple days ago. Now it's 10 or less. The next 10, call it the next 10.
God, Jim is a smart ass, and it's hilarious. I don't know if everyone's picking up on it. The last question, when they were asking about how important is depth, like, he started smiling, like, right away. He was like, of course it's so important. But he was like, I'm going to be professional. I'm going to keep it cool. And just kept it moving. And then this one, he was like, yeah, I want to know in like the next 9 to 11 practices. Like last time you asked this question, I said 10 to 12. So of course now it's going to go down 1 or 2. He's like, come on, y'all, get better.
Rashawn and Joe look to you, and how big of today for them if they come back from injury and they get the pad done?
The question was about the left tackle and right tackle there.
Good. They've looked good, and they're increasing their volume. Rashawn, it's another. He gets a ramp up rep, per period.
Jim, what do you enjoy about bringing training camp back to San Diego and memories of coaching here?
Oh yeah, try to. Sam Farmer and I talked about that yesterday. It was he can tell you. I light up, talking about that those days. I mean, just having the words to describe, what it was like. I mean, gosh, more fun than boy, just a lot of fun. And blessed is the best word I can come up with, because there's no word better than blessed. That's how I think of the days here when I was coaching at USD.
What was your long view at that particular time for yourself?
Yeah,
as a coach.
I remember exactly what my long view was. I didn't have one. You know,
Real.
Wanted to just do the best darn job I could do, you know, and it was, just incredible time, for so many reasons, coaching with my dad and I coaching the 2004 season together, the friendships, the lifelong, friendships that were made with the players and the coaches and Monsignor Dillabo and Kai Snyder and all the folks here at USD, long and trusting friendships with the players and just everybody. What I is being on a ball team. Like what you envision is, one of your favorites.
Is there a place in your heart for this?
One thing, why can they not give my guy a stand that doesn't wobble? It's been wobbling this whole time, but it's fine. It is what it is. Second thing, someone needed to hear that. I don't know who did, but someone did. They're like, hey, what was your long-term goal when you first started? Jim Harbaugh, fantastic head coaching career. And everyone's like, you need to have like a 5, 10, 15-year plan. He was like, no, I came in and I just wanted to do the best damn job I could. And I was locked in on that. Sometimes you just need to lock in.
Level of football. That sometimes gets lost in the translation sometimes, but there's kids that that care and that are playing for all the right reasons. And I would imagine
That's like football
Yeah.
level. Pop Warner, junior high, high school, college, pro. Love it.
Coach, you mentioned the PR patch that everybody will be wearing for Billy Ray.
On the
I'm
helmet,
just curious how your paths crossed and any stories that stand out about Billy Ray.
Yeah, on the gridiron, coaching here at USD, he was doing the sideline reporting and the weekly show and the coverage, and Billy Ray had me on as a guest picker, one season, and I would go over to Chargers facility and do a little segment with him while I was coaching here at USD. So I mean that's nice of him to kind of let me be around that and pull us into that. But just a class act, just all the way, just a winner and a champion all the way.
Did you ever encounter him on the gridiron? Do you ever remember?
Had to have. I don't recall any specific, encounter or story, but
He's
must have.
yeah, sure. But you don't remember getting sacked by him or anything?
No.
Guys.
That was a long time ago, actually.
Yeah,
Calling him old.
my memory. Gosh, it used to be a steel trap. Now it's kind of an aluminum trap, especially for things 30 or 40 years ago.
Jim, one other question, going back to your time here at USD. Did you realize at the time that Josh Johnson could go on to have a 15 to 20-year career in the NFL?
His sophomore year or his junior year, I did. I remember saying to him, oh my gosh, you're gonna play 12 years in the NFL, 12, and it's been 18 going on 19. Unbelievable. Just incredible. So we're all so proud. We're just all so proud of Josh. But yeah, definitely that year that he threw 41 touchdowns and 1 interception,
Yeah.
and
That would
practically
do it.
won all the games by 30 or 40 points a game. The things he could do, and just amazing. Just incredible.
Is Akeem one of those guys that you're kind of looking forward to see what he does with the pads?
Yeah, he's one of them. There's one of 90, one of 91. Guy that we're super excited about. But no question with the lines, the offensive line, the defensive line, linebackers, the pads coming on are that's things get determined, in terms of the depth chart, in terms of starting positions and things of that nature, roles. They're it's a big time. But to Money's question, about we're talking about what's it like today, first day in pads, still ramping up. I think of it more as protection. We're not doing any scrimmaging today. It's not like we're not going to do something we haven't done yet until we acclimate into the pads. So, think of the playing football now. You got the pads and the protection. But there won't be any tackling to the ground or scrimmaging. It'll be
now that you've been
still the same tempos that we've been using.
now that you're 4 practices in, Mike McDaniel, has he been everything that you thought it was going to be, like the relationship with him, the way he is personality-wise, and everything? Has it been everything that you thought when you first hired him?
Good question. Probably the favorite question I've heard from the reporters so far today is asking about Mike McDaniels, the new OC, and just what that relationship looks like. And Mike McDaniels is also a very interesting personality, and it doesn't shock me that they get along pretty well.
Yeah, that and then some, a lot.
Yeah.
And then a lot.
You mentioned in OTAs that
That and then some is that and then a lot? Is that even did I just make that up? Yeah, I could just make that up. Yeah, it's been that and then a lot. Yeah, just on to day 6. Let's go.
OTAs, you mentioned that you had one thing, that Mike had all this stuff, and you had, I think it was like a handoff or something like that. Since then, has anything else come up?
Got something last night. I got something last night. Yeah, got something last night. It's good.
Can you share with us what you got last night?
Oh, we got not really. I hate to get into the schematics of things. This could be.
Daniel's great with tight ends. Just your thoughts on how he's blending that room and the addition of Njoku. Mike McDaniel's great with tight ends.
Yeah.
Your tight end room's awesome. Just what do you think of Njoku and Gatson coming back and all that jazz?
Yes.
First of all, another good question, because I personally am interested in knowing how's Gadsden gonna do now that there's another actual viable tight end for Njoku. Njoku did struggle a little bit last year, so there's that. But I'm curious.
So so far so good. Really good. Charlie Kolar, David, Arande. That is a really strong group. And then after and Scott Matlock. There's 4 right there that are really good. Can't give enough credit to Scott. He is we've had him in these different positions, and he could see early on in training camp that this is going to be a hybrid fullback tight end, and get really good at tight end. And Chandler's done a great job, Henley, the tight ends coach, of really coaching Scott up. But wow, you can really see that's a 300-pound guy, that's running those routes, making those catches, and just to see his improvement and stuff. So those 4, it's really a heck of a tight end room. And then 3 young rookie players that are battling too and showing good promise. But excited about the tight end room. Tight end group. What do you like better, tight end room or tight end group? Some people say room. I say group, but.
I did want a little bit more there, but like I said, he's not going to give us too much.
Jim, here in San Diego, there's still a lot of Charger fans, but there are also a lot of older folks that have hard feelings over the relocation after following the team for many years. Anything you tell those folks about trying to win them over?
Oh, we love them. All Southern California and geography, whatnot. This is a lot of people in our organization, including me. Still have homes here, in San Diego. So, yeah, we're excited to be here.
What led you to come down here? How does this benefit the Chargers to come on down here?
Just wanted to, just really wanted to. And
I like that.
And the organization wanted to. The Spanishes wanted to. A lot of us, as I mentioned before.
We've seen Avery Smith pop off the last couple days. Obviously,
Yeah.
no pad
Yeah.
yet, but what stood out to you about him?
The way he moves and his competitiveness. Him and Mr. Shelley, both those two guys, really good movers.
All backup cornerbacks.
And competitors. Good to see him having some real consistency. It's fun when you see guys do something once, twice, little thing. Some people call it a little thing, but then when you start seeing them do it, repeatedly with consistently. Okay, you do that well. What can you do well over and over again? That's how you get from, one point to another. I mean, nobody just gets there like that, but you can really see the progress, with those young corners.
Yeah. Also, if you couldn't tell, whenever you hear the word consistency multiple times, pretty high chance we're talking about rookies. Both of those cornerbacks were rookies, and so that's why that's the priority.
Jim, have you had any thoughts of a longer stay next season to start camp or in the middle of camp?
Sounds good. It's a good thought. Not before that, but.
So like a week or 5 days or something like that?
Yeah, it could be, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We got to get back to the bowl too. We got a preseason game coming up here soon, and I know USD will be starting. They're starting their football and their soccer. So it's just tremendous gratitude for them being so excited to have us and willing to have us, and preparing the facility and the fields, and letting us be a guest. So I guess I'm just much gratitude for that, and maybe just not overstay our welcome. 5 or 7 days probably be the better plan, the way I was raised. Let's just be grateful for the time that we have here.
First day in pads today.
Okay, that was a strong cut, but good interview from Jim Harbaugh. Little long, but hey, I'm never mad at getting some additional information. Let me know, Chargers fans, how are y'all feeling about this season? Feeling good? Questioning things a little bit? I feel like you're probably feeling pretty good. And if you could, like, subscribe, dislike if you don't like it, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.